P.S. Pray the Same for Me is a heartfelt book that breathes in innocent harmony with rhythms past.
Joining us now is the author of the book, Marquita Smith. Marquita, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
All right. Well, tell us more about the book. That's an interesting title. P.S. Pray the Same for Me.
Yes. This book is basically a book of prayers that I wrote for my mom, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother. And it's basically prayers of release. I was at a point in my life where I needed to heal some things. But I understood that in order for me to heal these things, I needed to pull it up from the root. Where did these issues that I was having come from? And so a therapist, a friend of mine, said, you know, go home and pray for these women. Go home and ask that they be released from these issues and ask them to do the same for you.
Okay.
So that's how this book came about.
Well, so it was therapeutic for you in the writing process. Do you hope it'll give the same for the other readers that will be looking at it?
Absolutely. So this book really helped me get to the root and release a lot of issues that I had. And my hope is that I can then now inspire other women and people in general to do the same. You know, it takes a lot of courage to start digging, and self-discovery is really hard, but it's very necessary.
So walk us through your journey. What were you going through specifically that you had to get past?
I really felt like I wasn't living my most authentic life.
What was your life like before, and how did you find that level of authenticity that you have now?
Right, so I was working, doing marketing and brand development, good at what I was doing, but something kept calling me and saying, this isn't what you're supposed to be doing. I felt like I was following someone else's lead. And I hit a wall, basically. I basically hit a wall, and I was dealing with the death of my mother. I lost my mom and my dad 2 weeks apart, and realized about 8 years after that tragedy that I hadn't dealt with the grief. So all of it came crashing down, and I was just on autopilot, just doing things. And, you know, I really was tired of living that life, and I needed to find myself again and reawaken my spirit. And these prayers in this book really helped me. It was a selfish, singular act to create this book. But as I started to have the conversation with other people, even the women in my family who are here, it was so needed. They were like, wow, I have the same issue. Let's pull it up, let's heal it so we don't pass it on.
Did you self-publish?
I self-published this book.
And how did you come up with the funds to make that a reality?
A lot of stop shopping,
Okay.
no shoes,
No shoes.
you know, sacrifice, and, you know, prioritizing. And what I did was I used everything in your life is on purpose, right? So the work that I was doing in marketing and in branding helped me with self-publishing. So I just used my skills and my tools that I had in the career I was currently doing to help me push this book, which is my heart's passion, which is, you know, I found my voice. And not only am I speaking for myself, but I'm now speaking for the women in my family who aren't here. So I'm their voice.
So for all those readers that are out there that want emotional freedom like you received and are going through tough times, what's the best piece of advice you can give them to getting to that point?
Be a detective with yourself. Really, really get to know yourself on a one-on-one. I mean, peel it all the way back to the core. We lose ourselves, you know, with, you know, demand, especially a lot of women. We have a lot of things on our plate. And we just need to start asking ourselves those tough questions. We just really need to have the courage to do that. And once you start asking those questions, you will unearth so much stuff, but just buckle up.
And now I notice you can write it down in here as well, too. You can write those
Absolutely.
issues down in the book.
Because hopefully my prayers, because every prayer in this book is something that I need to heal and that I saw that my mothers needed to heal as well. So hopefully I can inspire others to, you know, write a little bit, to start here.
So where can we get the book?
Yeah, Marquita, where can we get it?
We can get it at Amazon, BarnesandNobles.com, and at Balboa Press. And also on my site, howigrewtoday.com.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for being here. And thank you for living your authentic life.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. And thank you for watching Arise Entertainment 360.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.